Okay, everyone, welcome to day one of the Gospel of John in 5 minutes. Today we're going to be going through the first 19 verses of John chapter 1.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He came for testimony, to bear witness to the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness to the light. The true light that enlightens every man was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him. Yet the world knew him not. He came to his own home, and his own people received him not. But to all who received him, who believed in his name, he gave power to become children of God, who were born not of blood, nor of the will, or of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Full of grace and truth, we have beheld his glory, glory as of the only begotten Son from the Father. John bore witness to him and cried, "This is he of whom I said, 'He who comes after me ranks before me, for he was before me.' And from his fullness have we all received grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father. He has made him known."
Okay, everyone, so that's the first 19 verses of the Gospel of John. Question: is our faith reasonable? Is the world reasonable? In our modern age, it is tempting to think that religion and faith doesn't have to be reasonable. People talk about taking leaps of faith. People saying things like, well, do you believe in science or do you believe in God? As if there's a contradiction. Many modern scientists today like to claim that science has removed the need for God in our world. We as Catholics, we don't believe either of those things. We believe that our faith is reasonable, and we believe that the world is intelligible, it's ordered. This is something that even all ancient peoples used to understand, people like Plato and Aristotle. They spoke of this concept of the logos, right, which is a Greek word which can be translated as word or reason or order. This is something that ancient philosophers used to speak of, and we as Catholics still believe. Now, it just so happens that that word appeared in our reading today. The Gospel of John begins, "In the beginning was the Word," the Logos. That's what this reading says. And John claims that the overall reason for the universe, the order behind all things, the thing which gives us science in the first place. We couldn't have science if the world wasn't ordered, if it wasn't predictable. John says that that Logos has now become flesh, taken a human nature. Jesus truly is the reason and order behind all things. Yes, our world is ordered, and yes, our faith is reasonable, because Christ himself is the reason behind all things. So that does it for day one of the Gospel of John in 5 minutes. Tomorrow, day 2, we'll go through verses 19 through 34 of chapter 1.